So basically what I'm doing is just making a quick recording. Well, I don't know how quick it's going to be because I don't know how long I'm going to be playing. Of some Stardew. Now, as you can see, I've obviously been working on this for a while. I have done just about everything. I've gotten, I've grown I've grown and sold, I should say, all of the various crops, items. I've shipped all of the items. I've caught every single fish that there's possible, completed the museum, and I've done all of the cooking. And as you can see here, I've gotten all of these achievements. I have not gotten I have not gotten the two secret achievements that are on Steam, and for those that have not played the game, I will not spoil what those are. I'm going for one, but I'm not going to be going for the other because I suck at what it's wanting, and so I won't go any further on that. I've obviously married Abigail. We have two kids. And because I am well, I guess it's a trope for a woman to say, I'm a nerd. But I am a nerd. My first kid here well, actually, no, that's my second kid. Yeah, this is my second kid. It's the boy, obviously. His name is Niles. And the first kid, the girl, oh, there she is. I thought she had glitched again, and I actually watched her walk off screen one day. Her name is Daphne. Now, if any of you are as old as I am, you might know that Daphne and Niles are, of course, Frasier characters. I am a fan of Frasier. I will always be a fan of Frasier, and I don't really care what anybody thinks about that. So anyways, we'll just go through my day. Basically, I'm trying to hit a specific dollar amount. You know what? This game has been out forever. So I don't see how anybody can not know what the secret achievements are. But I still don't know if I want to spoil them. I've got one of every kind of animal. Well, where the hell are you? Oh, what? Asshole. Making me chase him. Um, I've got one of every animal, even the little dinosaur that you see here. For those of you that don't know, if you don't know, I don't know how you don't know, unless you've never played the game. For those of you that don't know, you can actually harvest, or well, not harvest. When you find the dinosaur egg, you can actually put it in your incubator here. And if you have enough room, meaning you don't have a shit ton of chickens, you can actually incubate it and hatch it to get your own little lizard. He unfortunately doesn't grow any bigger than this, which kind of sucks. It would be kind of fun to have, you know, like a little T-Rex running around or something like that. That would be really funny. Um, but it is kind of neat that they let you do that. I mean, it's a dinosaur egg. It's been buried for God knows how long, so for it to actually be able to hatch into something that's living is neat. Let's see. I don't obviously need to plant things, but I still occasionally do plant stuff. These are just what they call fall seeds. They have the spring, fall, summer, winter seeds. Where it's the assortments. It's basically what you get when, or it's the same stuff you get when you forge, as most people know. But now what I'm going to do is change that for pumpkin seeds, because in the fall, pumpkin is actually worth a lot. It turns out making juice and wine is actually lucrative of certain crops. The problem is you have to do a lot of research, or you could do what I did and follow Dangerously Funny and just watch a lot of his videos. He actually went through the trouble of doing a lot of the work for you. So he shows you which crops are most lucrative. Of course, ancient seeds are going to be your most lucrative, but they take the longest to grow. Well, the initial growth is like a season. And then after that, it's every 7 days. That's not what I wanted. Shit. Okay, let's see. My hoe and my watering can. I keep all of this shut because I hate having animals run all over the place, and in one of my previous playthroughs I found out that you can actually have, there's actual like coyotes and wolves in the game now. I accidentally left my rabbit out one night. I went to bed and I heard a howl and I was like, what the hell is that? And when I got up the next day, my rabbit was gone. I felt bad, but it was kind of hilarious. What I did here was I got an ancient seed, I grew it, and then I put it in the seed maker, and I just did that until I had enough to actually plant into my greenhouse, as you see here, and so I get ancient seeds all year long. Now, I did this thinking, oh, I'm going to be smart, I'm going to make a shit ton of money, which is true for the most part. The problem is you make more money by making the fruit into wine. And then I found out you make even more money by putting it in your casks and making it into iridium wine. Oh, great. You get like fucking $4,000 a bottle. And you have like 94 casks, or well, you can have up to 94 casks in your basement. If anybody has a way of getting more in their basement, please let me know, because I would love to get more, because I have, and I'll show you this, I have a shit ton of wine, because this is obviously these are my casks. I tried to do it to where I used up as much room as possible and still left me room to walk around. So this is all the iridium. Let's see. Yeah, I have strawberry, pomegranate, peach, pale ale, melon wine. Goat cheeses, turns out you can turn into iridium, and they're actually worth quite a bit. I think it's like 500 a cheese or something like that after you make them iridium. And then these are all, oh no, that was crystal fruit. And then these are all the ancient fruit wines that I have. And as you can see, I have a shit ton. And if I were to actually make all of this iridium wine, it would probably take me about 100 years, because it takes 2 seasons to make wine into iridium wine. That is a long ass time, especially when that's all you're basically doing at this point. The reason that I have very specific ones is because these are the ones that you get over $1,000 or 1,000 gold per bottle. I don't feel it's worth your time for anything under $1,000 a bottle. I mean, that's really just a life lesson right there. You gotta decide what your time is worth, and I've decided that my time is worth no less than $1,000 a bottle. So all this other shit I just sell. Now, the reason that my stuff sells for so much is because when you choose your feats, these here, when you hit 5, you start your, yeah, you start choosing your feats. I don't know why I paused there. My brain just broke for a minute. And so what I did is I went with artisan. You can either go artisan, which doubles, oh, 40, your crafting goods are worth 40% more, or you can go animal handler or some shit like that. I forget exactly what they call it. But animal handler gets you more money on animal goods, which is cool and all, but it doesn't seem to be worth enough to make it viable. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. Because you can only have so many animals, and your farm only has so much room. So unless you're gonna literally put up a couple of barns and a couple of coops and just have animals everywhere and not even bother about farming, That'll actually work for you. I'm sure you probably make a lot of money doing that. But I don't know. I just didn't want a shit ton of animals everywhere. To me, it was just easier to have fruit or have crops that. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Have crops that I wanted grow all year round. Grow some bullshit during the seasons. That way I can make some money, a little extra money every day. And then, just kind of fuck around. I do quests when they come up if I feel like it. Some of the easier ones, like this stupid shit of showing Clint your ore. Whoops. Now, that's a neat trick right there. Here's the thing. I probably saw this somewhere online and I don't remember where because it was so long ago. But if you have a shit ton of ore and Clint says, "Oh, I want to see like 40 pieces of ore," you don't have to go mine 40 pieces of ore. But what you can't do is you can't just take the whole bundle. And I'm sure people know this already, but you have to literally right click on the bundle and take each piece out individually until you get to the number you want. Or I guess you could even go above that number. But it will only count it if you take out each piece individually. It's kind of stupid, but at the same time, what are you going to do? It's not like it takes any extra time. I do routinely come through and cut down all the trees because I'm a hoarder and I love getting free shit. I forage once a week at the end of the week because I found it's more profitable that way. More stuff is built up. But if you wait, like if you wait a whole week, if you go from Sunday to Sunday, I find that it's rotated on that next Sunday. So the next week, like if you see like that piece, there was a piece of plum. Let's go back. So you see this plum up here, right here in this corner. If I leave that until next Sunday, the foraging actually rotates and that will disappear. So if you don't pick it up at some point during the week, it will disappear. I found that out because I've gone foraging on Sunday and then I'll see stuff that'll be there throughout the week and then I'll go to pick it up on the next Sunday and it's gone. And I haven't touched it, but it just disappears. So I figured that it must rotate every Sunday. And if that was something that everybody else has already figured out, yeah, I can just be slow. And I've wasted so much time that now I have to wait for Clint to come to the bar so I can finish this quest. He should step out any minute. Oh, there he is. That was quicker than I thought it was going to be. And I've seen this so many times that I don't even bother to read all of it anymore. I don't talk to any of the townspeople because I've completed all of the hearts for everyone, and as we all know, once you complete hearts on a person, as long as you're not married to them, they never go down. Hearts on your wife and or husband will disappear if you do not talk to your spouse on a regular basis. If you do not talk to your spouse at least once a day, or well, maybe it's even once a week, I don't know, I stopped taking chances with it, they will lose affection for you. Also, if you go to bed early, say I were done with my day at 2 p.m. and I just say, screw it, I'm just going to go to bed. If you do that enough times, your spouse will lose affection for you. So that is something that's interesting. So each day, once in the morning, once in the evening, I make sure to talk to Abigail and give her a kiss. I give the kiss just because I want to. And then I find that going to bed after 8 o'clock, there's no issues. As long as I talk to her at least once, kiss her at least once, I can be in bed by 8 and move on to the next day. So that's where I'm going to end this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff. Okay, I'll probably do another one of these again soon, and we'll just see how often I get this done. Thanks for watching. Bye.